Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, I've got some wild rumors swirling around that could totally shake up the NFL landscape. And believe me, this one is especially exciting for us Bears fans. Word on the street is that the Chicago Bears are deep in negotiations to acquire none other than Travis Kelce from the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, you heard that right. The same Kelce who's been a nightmare for defenses across the league. The guy who's basically a cheat code at tight end. An elite playmaker, a red zone wizard, and a guy who just makes everything look effortless. If this deal goes through, it might be one of the most game-changing moves we've seen in recent years. And honestly, it could catapult the Bears into serious Super Bowl contention, maybe even right away. Sources close to the Bears franchise indicate that talks are advanced. They're offering a first-round pick in the 2026 draft plus a third-rounder in 2027. Now, I want to be clear, nothing is official yet, but insiders suggest the deal is nearly done. The Chiefs, as many of you know, are in a bit of a rebuild mode after finishing 9-8 in 2025 and missing the playoffs. They're also freeing up a hefty $42 million in cap space for 2026, which signals that they're looking to pivot, add young talent, and maybe rebuild around their core. Trading Kelce, who's 36 but still playing at an elite level, makes a lot of sense for them. They're probably aiming to focus on youth, especially after some injuries to Patrick Mahomes last season, including that shoulder injury that sidelined him in Week 10. Kelce's profile is nothing short of exceptional. Over his career, he's played 173 games, caught over 144 passes for more than 14,000 yards, and scored 86 touchdowns. His yards per catch sit comfortably at 12.3, and he's known for his uncanny ability to create mismatches in the red zone, where he's a nightmare for defenses. In 2025, despite dealing with a knee injury that caused him to miss 2 games, Kelce still managed to haul in 68 passes for 745 yards and 5 touchdowns, with a target share of 22%. What makes him even more valuable is his yards after catch, totaling over 500 yards in his career, which is well above league average. He's a guy who can stretch defenses, open up the playbook, and give the quarterback a reliable safety valve. Now, why would the Chiefs do this? Well, with Kelce's cap hit of around $28 million, they're facing some tough decisions. They're prioritizing youth on the offensive line and wide receiver positions, especially with Mahomes' health being a concern after that shoulder injury. Plus, the team is also looking to rebuild their defense, specifically the secondary and pass rush, since they're giving up an average of 24 points per game, which isn't good enough if they want to contend. They need assets to bolster their defense, and trading Kelce not only frees up cap space, but also allows them to draft and develop younger players, just like they did with Gronkowski back in 2018, when New England let him go and he helped them win a Super Bowl. Now, for us Bears fans, this potential trade could be a game changer. Looking at our current roster, especially our attack, Kelce's presence would elevate our aerial game dramatically. As it stands, our passing attack without him is decent but not enough to threaten the league's top defenses. Caleb Williams, our promising young quarterback, has been under pressure, literally with an average of 3.8 sacks per game, and that's hurting our offensive efficiency. Bringing in Kelce would instantly add a reliable target, especially in the red zone, where he's shown he can be a difference maker. His experience and savvy would create mismatches against linebackers and safeties, opening up opportunities for bigger plays, more yards after the catch, and a more unpredictable offense overall. In fact, if Kelce joins us, projections show we could see an increase of over 800 yards in the air, raising our passing yards per attempt by roughly 16%. That's a massive boost. His ability to create separation and win contested catches, he's at about 54%, would open up space for our other weapons like Darnell Mooney or DJ Moore, and even give a boost to our running game indirectly. When defenses have to worry about a tight end with Kelce's skill set, it makes play calling easier for our coaches. It opens up seams, play action opportunities, and reduces the chances of turnovers, our current interception rate could drop by around 11%. Furthermore, Kels's presence would improve our third down conversions, which are currently hovering around 48%. That's crucial because sustained drives lead to more points and help keep our defense fresh. The data from Next Gen Stats indicates that with Kels, the Bears could see a 2-win increase in projected wins, which is huge considering how much we've been fighting to stay competitive. His impact on our overall team efficiency, as measured by PFF grades, would be significant, potentially pushing our offense from an average grade of around 72, 8 to well into the high 80s. That's the kind of upgrade that transforms a mid-tier team into a real playoff contender. Let's take a deep dive into the Chicago Bears' recent history to understand the significance of this potential move. The Bears, founded in 1919, are one of the oldest franchises in the NFL, steeped in a rich tradition and a passionate fan base known for their loyalty and resilience. Over the decades, the Bears have had their share of legendary players, iconic moments, and Super Bowl glory, notably their victory in Super Bowl XX in 1985, led by the legendary Walter Payton, Mike Ditka, and a ferocious defense affectionately called the Monsters of the Midway. That team is still revered as one of the greatest in NFL history, particularly for their suffocating defense that allowed only 198 points that season, a record at the time. Fast forward to recent years, the Bears have experienced a roller coaster of ups and downs. The franchise has been searching for a consistent quarterback since the days of Jay Cutler, who, despite his talent, often struggled with turnovers and inconsistency. The drafting of Mitchell Trubisky in 2017 and later Nick Foles failed to bring stability, culminating in a rebuild that the team has been pushing through since 2021. That year, the Bears finished with a 6-11 record, ending a playoff drought that had lasted since 2018. However, the franchise has been steadily building back, with a renewed focus on young talent, especially at the quarterback position. Enter Caleb Williams, the highly touted USC quarterback who many analysts consider the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck. Williams has a rare combination of arm talent, mobility, and football IQ, making him a franchise-changing talent if developed properly. With a 6'1", 220-pound frame, he's adept at extending plays, making quick reads, and delivering pinpoint throws under pressure. His college stats are eye-popping: over 200 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions in 2023, showcasing his maturity and decision-making ability. The Bears' front office is clearly committed to building around him, and acquiring a player like Kels would be the perfect complement, someone who can help Williams accelerate his development and turn the Bears into a high-powered offense. Another critical aspect of the Bears' offense is their offensive line. For years, they've struggled to protect their quarterbacks, often giving up pressures and sacks at inopportune moments. Last season, Chicago allowed an average of 3.8 sacks per game, ranking among the worst in the league. Improving this unit is a priority, and Kels's presence as a veteran leader and experienced blocker could help stabilize the line, even if he's primarily a receiving threat. His blocking ability, combined with his route running, would make him a dual threat, forcing defenses to respect both his catching and blocking skills. On the defensive side, the Bears have been trying to rebuild their defense into a formidable unit. The 2023 season saw some promising signs, rookie linebacker Noah Sewell and cornerback Jalen Johnson emerging as playmakers. However, the defense still ranks around 20th in points allowed per game, with struggles against the pass and run. The addition of a strong offense led by Kels would help keep the defense off the field longer, allowing them to rest and regain their strength. Moreover, the team's defensive coordinator, Alan Williams, has emphasized the importance of creating turnovers and pressure. An improved offense with Kels would allow the Bears to be more aggressive on defense, knowing that their offense can sustain drives and put points on the board. The Chicago Bears fan base is known for its unwavering loyalty, even during tough times. The city's sports culture is rooted in resilience, and the team's history reflects a desire to rise from the ashes and compete with the best. The current management, led by GM Ryan Poles and head coach Matt Eberflus, has made strategic moves to accelerate the rebuild, including a bold trade for wide receiver DJ Moore in 2023, which immediately boosted their passing game. The addition of Kels would be the next step, a statement move that signals the team's commitment to contending sooner rather than later. Looking ahead, the expectations for the Bears are high. The NFL landscape is competitive, especially in the NFC North, where the Detroit Lions have emerged as a powerhouse, and the Green Bay Packers are rebuilding but still dangerous. Minnesota Vikings, with their potent offense led by Kirk Cousins, are also in the mix. The Bears need to make bold moves to stand out, and acquiring a player of Kelce's caliber could be the catalyst for a breakthrough season. Many experts project that with this kind of upgrade, the Bears could jump from a 7-10 or 8-9 record to a solid 10-7 or even 11-6, securing a playoff spot and giving themselves a shot at a deep postseason run. Deep analytics and advanced stats support this optimism. According to PFF, Kelce's receiving grade in 2023 was 89, ranking him among the top 5 tight ends in the league. His route running efficiency, contested catch percentage, and yards after catch are all elite. His clutch performance in critical moments, think of game-winning drives and red zone dominance, has become his trademark. Adding him to the Bears' offense would not only improve their statistical output, but also elevate the team's overall confidence and competitive edge. Expected future outcomes include the potential for Kelce to serve as a mentor to younger players like Cole Kmet, providing leadership and stability. Kmet has shown flashes of brilliance, but lacks Kelce's consistency and experience in clutch situations. Kelce's mentorship could accelerate Kmet's development into an elite tight end, further strengthening the Bears' offensive core. Additionally, Kelce's leadership qualities, his work ethic, preparation, and competitive fire would set a tone in the locker room, inspiring the entire roster. In conclusion, if the Chicago Bears manage to finalize this trade for Travis Kelce, it will be remembered as one of the most impactful moves in franchise history. It would signify a bold step toward immediate contention, leveraging Kelce's unique skill set, leadership, and playoff experience. The ripple effects across the team, on offense, defense, and the psyche of the organization could be profound. This potential acquisition symbolizes a new era of ambition and resilience for the Bears, aiming to restore their status among NFL elite. So Bears fans, stay tuned. The NFL offseason is always unpredictable, but this move could be the game changer we've all been waiting for. Kelce in Chicago, it's not just a rumor anymore, it's a possibility that could reshape the NFC North and the entire league. What's your take? Are we witnessing the dawn of a new era? Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions below. Your voice matters. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates, analysis, and inside scoops as we follow this story and many others. The Chicago Bears are on the cusp of something big. Let's get ready to cheer them on. Word count, approximately 200 characters.